Hey everyone, John here from Brewers, and I'm back with another beer from my cellar. Today we're doing a beer from 2009, and we're drinking a beer from Coast Brewing Company. It's their 12th anniversary Old Rasputin. It's their barrel-aged stout that is pretty well known. Old Rasputin is a beer that the first time I saw it was at a Cost Plus World Market, which, not that they don't have a good selection of beer, but back when I went there, probably 7-8 years ago, it was kind of meh. There was a lot of old stuff on the shelves, and it's changed a lot since then. But Old Rasputin was a beer that you could readily find at Cost Plus World Market and a lot of beer shops. And the guy on the label, Rasputin, was very familiar. And I always saw the bottles back then and didn't quite know what to make of it until I tried it and found out it was actually really good. So this is the barrel-aged version. I wrote 2009 on the bottle, and so I'm hoping that is their 12th anniversary year. Either way, it's a pretty old beer. I've been sitting on it for a while. So I think I have a 13 and a 14 in there also, and maybe some of the newer ones too. So let's open it up and see what it's like. I'm a pretty big fan of this beer. I've had the barrel-aged version before, and it's spectacular. It's really well done. And North Coast, they're kind of a brewery that you kind of tend to look over from time to time. Their beers are typically always on the shelves, and you don't really pay attention to them because they're not like a whale type brewery. But this is a really, really good beer. So if you can find it, I recommend it. So let's see what it smells like. That smells really good. It's got some heat on there. It's got some ample carbonation to it. First thing I get is a little bit of a cherry note on it. Kind of a fruity cherry, dark cherry kind of chocolatey thing. No oxidation. The booze is pretty big on the nose. And since this is from 2009, that's, I don't know, you think that would die down a little bit, but it's still pretty big on this one. Again, the chocolate is just huge on this. No signs of oxidation. A little bit of nuttiness on there. Like a peanut buttery kind of thing, just very, very faint, but mostly chocolate and kind of a cherry thing. It's really, really good. So let's see what it tastes like. Oh, that is smooth. It's just like I remember it. Man, no oxidation. It's not infected, which is awesome. Really, really big mouthfeel. Carbonation is just enough to lift everything up and scrub your palate. Chocolate notes aren't really as big as they are in the aroma. The cherry note, there's no cherry to the flavor on this. You don't get a lot of booziness on the palate. It's actually really subdued, really clean. And this is what's the ABV on this? 11.2. This does not taste like 11.2. This is really, really smooth. This is excellent. There's just enough sweetness on there to really coat your palate and make it tasty. It's really well balanced. You do feel the booze after a while. Yeah, I can feel that coming back up. But overall, it's a really great beer. Not a whole lot of wood character, I'd say. A bourbon character is definitely there. That's probably where some of that booziness is coming from. A little bit of vanilla. I guess that would be the wood character. Overall, just an excellent, excellent beer. I buy this beer every year when it comes out. It's kind of pricey, but it's totally worth it. It's a great buy. You can't go wrong buying barrel-aged Old Rasputin. You can't go wrong buying Old Rasputin, just the regular version that they release. But this is definitely one of the best barrel-aged beers I've ever had. Happy to have it in my cellar, and I always restock when I drink one. So, excellent beer, and it's one less in my cellar.